really use Poisson as a hub, so there was no real reason to build a line straight to Poisson. You are right that it is a bit strange, though. If you've already committed to build 3 lines, why not just add a 4th?
Yeah, that's what Paimon's saying. The Aquabus is so convenient, it's really a huge shame.
Well, it is what it is. But that would only be the case if he cared about from what I've heard, the rights of all—
Huh. Well, that explains why you weren't on the greatest of terms with him.
Yeah, because
Boss, the boat's ready. We can head out.
All right, then let's head out. It'll be a while before we get to Poisson. Let's keep talking.
Navia, what was your mother like as a person? Oh, Paimon's sorry. She totally forgot that you mentioned before that she passed away during childbirth, so you probably don't remember her at all.
That's all right. I've heard many stories about her from the rest of the Spina. They've always said that they were sure we would have gotten along famously. While my papa was stiff like a board, my mother was supposedly super cheerful and funny. Their complementary personalities allowed them to make up for each other's flaws. My father would run the businesses and expand our reach, while my mother would keep the peace and make sure that everyone was happy. Their work made sure that the Spina could grow and thrive.
Sounds like they were not just a well-matched couple, but fantastic business partners as well.
Yeah, but those are just stories and anecdotes after all. It's hard for me to piece together a more complete or intimate picture of her. But sometimes I'd still look at the Clementine line and wonder, would the Spina and Poisson still be what they are today had my mother survived? Silver once said that a name is a kind of inscription, a way to etch a memory into the world. When given a name, a cold, inanimate object can gain a completely new meaning. So, I will always associate the line with her in my heart. Over the past few weeks, I've also begun to appreciate how water can take in and hold our most intense feelings and memories, as well as how one may reflect on their past by watching the sea. I've lost many beloved people and memories to the sea. Even though I cannot stop for them and must continue to keep moving, the fact won't change that they existed in my life and gave me the reason and, of course, I still haven't really gotten used to a life without them. But I tell myself that I need to keep looking towards the future. Besides, I'm the president of Spina di Rosula. I've got to keep my chin up. We've reached the shore. Let's go. I'll show you the new Poisson.
Navia, do you think she's doing all right? Okay, Paimon supposes you're right.
Boss, you're back! Traveler and Pot.
Oh, hey! Fancy seeing?
Hey, I can totally take care of myself. We did hand over some of
Thank you for the compliment. As you see, I've been working. Mr. Malus was an.
All right. There's no. Were you waiting here for me?
Yeah, we contacted a sculptor.
You're commissioning a statue?
So basically, we've been meaning to commission a statue, but since my father was known as Callus, but now that his name has been cleared, and the town is also being.
The funds to build the statue were freely
Me? I'm just the newbie president that's running around and causing everyone trouble.
Hey, there's no need to be so humble.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Hey. Just kidding. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Anyway, Florent, now it's up to us to confirm the final design, right?
But we haven't had any real discussions yet on the possible designs. I feel like
There's no need for... Hey, you! Come over here with me. Modeling a few poses, of course. Here, just pretend to be Callus, and I'll be Clementine.
That's...
Didn't you say on the boat that Callus and Clementine sounded like great partners? Well, then there's no one better to fill this role than my most valuable partner. Florent, let's grab some reference shots.
You've got it, boss. I'll go get the camera.
Well, what do you think? Got any ideas? Well, I've actually discussed it a bit with Florent before, but I could never come up with any fresh or original ideas. It's probably because my idea of them is already kind of set in stone. So, I want to pick your brain for a bit, and see if you can come up with some new and interesting ideas.
I'm all good here, boss. Feel free to start posing whenever.
Imposing, huh? Oh, I've got it. Let's try this.
This pose! It makes me recall Sfina di Rosula's glorious golden age.
But isn't Clementine's pose a bit too... bold and heroic? Was she really that kind of person? If we were to stick with this pose, maybe people would wonder if she was actually the real boss behind the scenes.
Well, tabloids did indeed speculate as much.
Oh, Paimon was just kidding!
What Florent meant was that we asked the journalist to choose a new alias. You're right, though, that this may not accurately represent the image of her in our hearts. Let's try to come up with something else. A happy pose? You mean something like we were laughing?
Would all that be able...
Would we even be able to tell what they are supposed to be laughing about?
Yeah, and that'd probably be a massive pain...
Could one of you try striking a pose? That actually sounds pretty hard to pull off. Forget it! We tried...
By that, do you mean as if we were standing on a boat and looking out at the sea? Sure, let's give that a try.
Whoa, you really remind Paimon of a captain and their first mate! Look over there, my dear Clementine.
But there's something off with the composition. This pose makes Mr. Callus look too tall next to the lady.
Oh, I see what you mean. Then let's swap.
Well, Paimon is a fan. A statue like this would look fantastic on a boat.
Wait, but we can't do that. Very few people would see the statue if we were to put it on a boat. This statue is meant to be placed in the town.
But then, since we're putting it in the town, the whole point of the pose would be lost.
Oh, okay. We tried a bunch of different ideas, but none of...
Oh, don't worry. We still got a lot of reference shots out of the session. Man, if I knew I was going to do a photo shoot with the Traveler, I would have prepared a lot of outfits and props ahead of time. Oh, outfits! Oh, that's the errand I forgot back in the city. Do either of you still remember that girl? The girl I went to see with you two. Her name is Adele.
Oh, Paimon remembers her.
Yes, that's exactly who I'm talking about. I said that it's fine, but how could I got...
Don't worry, boss. I can send some...
On the matter of this...
We could have just done that from the start. Yeah, yep.
Navi.
Huh?
Oh, well, if it isn't Coulter. Back already from the Fortress of Meropide?
That's right. After I got out, I immediately made a beeline back to Poisson. You'd say that for me. You wouldn't believe how...
It's good to have you.
And
Let me introduce you. But
Wait, Mr. Marcel. What do you mean he was involved?
Have you not heard anything at all about the water from the primordial sea case?
Well, I know that Fontaine got flooded, but then the water levels miraculously receded. I thought that was all there was to it and didn't care to ask for any more details. Do you mean...
looks first things first. Let me introduce you to these two. They're my most trusted partners, and they've been with me through thick and thin. Now you could call them Spina di Rosula's VIP helpers.
Oh, nice to meet...
yeah, we are indeed.
Humble again as...
Nice. Spina di Rosula always seems to attract great people. Oh, that reminds me. Where are Malus and Silver? Aren't they always by your...
Coulter, a lot of things happened while you were gone. As you can see, even Poisson isn't quite the same as...
They lost their lives, keeping me safe during the flood.
What did you say? This isn't some kind of morbid welcome home prank, right? You're just...
I'm sorry, but it's the truth. They weren't the only people we lost either. Many others, including Melissa, also lost their lives in the disaster.
Malus and Melissa, dead. They're just gone? Malus. I was planning to give him a surprise gift once I ran into him again in town.
Malus and Coulter were friends for many years, and even served on many missions together during the early days of the Spina.
Let's sit down somewhere, so I can tell...
All of this, it's...
I think you and I both...
I thought it's unconscionable.
The good news is that we finally closed...
Are you sure? But if...
Romu?
Not a name I've heard before either.
Florent should remember him. Romeo was the leader of the faction that thought, but Mr. Cal, not only with the but the...
And
of course, when he was...
Yeah, you could say...
Oh, that's a good...
Oh, yeah. It used to be a lot, but on the matter of...
I think the Aquabus was just the straw that they believed that...
So, but...
Yeah, but to them, even of course, Miss...
So that's what...
From that point on, perhaps they've regarded it...
I've also heard that...
I think Coulter's got a point. Both Marcel and Romeo had my father in their sights for... Even though Marcel's faction... With how
Good thinking, boss.
Thank you for that, Florent. And Coulter.
Don't worry, I've heard so many...
In that case, why don't we go back to the court? Want to come with me again, you two?
Of course.
Then let's go! Paimon feels like a lot's hinging...
We really are...
Are we not taking the boat this time?
It's nice to walk from time to time, isn't it? Think of it as something like a hiking trip. Once we're there, we can stay a few days before we return.
Sounds good. I haven't walked this road in a long time.
Well, we've walked far enough for now. Since we're out for a walk, we shouldn't...
Well, Paimon thinks you're doing great. We didn't have to...
Back in the days before Melus and I must have traveled this way hundreds of times. When we were tired, we would lay down for a while on the grass, and when we were the Spina was still on the rise back then. Mr. Callus was generous, and everyone... And now, in the blink of an eye... Oh, I know.
Then, let's stay...
Oh, is this another chance to try some of Navia's macarons? Paimon...
Yep, I figured you wouldn't say no to a few more. Oh, wait. Let me check if I have all the ingredients. Melus and Silver used to take care of tasks like this. Okay. The stove's looking good. And as for the ingredients, seems like we're all out of flour and sugar. The two... Oh,
We should contribute to...
oh, that's great.
Then I'll go look for some...
Great. Then I'll... Ah, how did it go? You've all done your part.
Whoa, these macarons look and taste mackin...
Boss is baking...
Oh,
Have you two seriously never considered... I see. Is that why you have to always stay on the road?
you just happened to walk in. Adventurers never stay in one place for long. The name of Spina di Rosula would just tie them down. Besides, after everything we've been...
Even if Paimon was far beyond the horizon, she'd still remember the delicious taste of Navia's macaron.
I understand now. Then I am very lucky. I will endeavor to make the...
We've got no wine with us, but let's still toast with water, in celebration of this moment.
Cheers! Hey, what are you doing? Quick, join in on the toast!
May your travels go smoothly, may the Spina continue to grow, and may our friendship last until the end of time. All set? Let's move out then. I asked some old acquaintances in town to make Adele's uniform. Hey there, Ludovine. How's business?
The demolition.
Not.
My mistake, Are you here for the...
Yep, I've...
Navia's always liked...
Hey, that's not the only reason I'm here. There are few things more...
Very well. Please, wait here while I retrieve the uniform for you.
Can someone remind Paimon again why Adele wants to join the Spina?
She hasn't given me any concrete reasons. All she says is that she really looks up to me. After we cleared her father's name, she became a lot more cheerful and outgoing. It's probably because she now knows for sure that her father was never a bad person. She said she used to be terrified of Papa, but the Spina is very different now. Yeah, you could say that. She said that she wanted...
From the sound of it...
I think so too. But for now, let's focus on giving her a great atmosphere to grow and thrive. She can commit to us once she's older, and can really make that decision for herself.
Is something up, Traveler? Huh? Tailing? Oh, Paimon...
I'll go check it out too. Coulter, please hold on to this for me.
all right.
Stop right there!
We knew you were going to be difficult!
Seems like if we want them to...
Brothers, there's no need to skulk in the dark anymore. Let's take them out!
Umbrella warfare, I guess! I see everything!
Look alive! Ha!
Umbrella warfare, I guess!
Now, talk. Who are...
Don't think we'll let you off easy if you keep silent.
How did it go, boss?
If you thought they stood any chance against us, you were sorely mistaken. Anyway, stop playing tough and start talking. There won't be any room for negotiation once the Maison Gardiennage gets involved.
We're looking to get vengeance on Spina di Rosula. We were discovered, and can't beat you in a fight. We admit it. We lost.
Get revenge? Wait, you're not Romeu's followers, are you?
You actually know that name? But if you do, then surely you should understand why we hate you so much!
Indeed. You haven't got the faintest hope of winning right now.
We were out drinking when we saw Navia. We got so angry we decided to follow you. Too bad you guys messed up ours first. Huh? You're pretty sharp. But so what? We didn't do it. Seeing you like that just...
Listen, I am the current president. I won't press charges for your attack.
I understand.
But if you so much...
All right. We get...
Are you sure?
If the other side is...
I support boss.
Yes. I still think we should keep it, then we could still have...
Yeah, those guys
I'd rather things not go that...
Yep. That's how It's getting late already. I'll also ask someone to write...
Do we have to stay in the...
We can still go out in the eat...
Huh. That does sound pretty cool. Coming back here, if you think about it, it would...
Total. Although, of course, he was a very ambitious man who
And that's also why people...
All right. Why don't you... You can use the same room as last time. You still remember the room number, yeah?
Yep. Kinda hard to forget when there are only so many rooms here after all.
Oh, did I just hear someone taking a dig at Fleuve Cendres? I'll tell my guys to stuff your pillows full of actual seaweed right now.
Oh, Paimon, sorry!
I was just kidding. Are you asleep yet? Oh no, not at all. I just figured that since we don't get to enjoy nights like these very often, we should try... Wanna go fishing? I've got some rods and lures ready.
Oh, so that's the prep you were talking about.
Hopefully I didn't wake you or anything. Don't worry. You don't have to do any actual fishing if you're too tired. Just think of it as keeping me company. Okay, let's go. To the...
How can you call this fishing when you're using a fully automatic rod? But shouldn't fishing be all about, you know?
Well, that's one way to enjoy fishing. What do you think, Traveler?
Honestly, Paimon...
It might just be some...
That's a thing?
I'm sure you'd... My father always had a... My mother never... All the members of this... Can you... No matter what Papa yelled...
Paimon would have never guessed.
When I would once... I learned then, because... If you do falter... Sorry. Basically, I was just saying that the nurturing atmosphere... And if that's the only way...
Is that why you let those...
Hey, look! I think you've got something on the line.
But why isn't the rod automatically reeling it in?
Oh, there must be something wrong with how I installed the mechanism. It was my first time. We can't let it get away. Come on, you two. Let's catch it.
You want Paimon to help too? You didn't attach a hook to your line?
Stop wasting time! The boss ain't gonna... We'll go ahead with the operation tomorrow.
Well, you're...
Well, if we did...
All right. So...
Paimon dreamt...
Huh.
See? This could...
Annie,
Paimon hopes she'll...
I hope so. Adele, we're back! We brought you a gift from the court, too.
Whoa! Thank you so much!
Don't call her boss, okay, Adele? Just Miss Navia would be fine.
Oh, it's all right.
It's been a while!
Oh, it's you two. It has been a while indeed. I've heard that you also help.
You're really amazing! And if Miss Navia's your friend, then she must be super amazing too! What's in this thing? Can I look?
Of course. Go ahead.
Spina di Rosula uniform! Is it for—
Well, it's a gift for future you. But it's the Spina's responsibility to protect everyone as well. Being a member means... So, I turned you down...
Oh, so that's it!
But you can't really grow up faster by working hard. You've got...
Everyone, I'm really grateful that you remembered my daughter's wish and took it seriously. Thanks to the protection of the Spina.
Oh, it's the least we could do. As long as you live in Poisson, even if you're not in a...
Boss!
Huh? Is something up, Florent?
I've got something urgent to report. Romeu and his folks have gathered outside Poisson and even shipped in a huge pile of explosives.
What? Explosives?
It seems like they've been planning this for some time. We started but Romeu and we investigated their trap
Did they have smartened—
Seems like they've got no...
Sorry.
on the hill to the east of Poisson, near the Clement...
They want to blow up the Clementine line?
Certainly sounds like it.
Romeu and his followers, if they manage to blow up the Aquabus line, all that rubble will come crashing down the hill and straight into Poisson.
Are they insane? There's tons of innocent people in Poisson!
Yeah. If they've been planned, we have to issue an evac...
Let's get everyone onto our ship. That should be the safest place.
My dear partner, if the explosives do go off, not only... Let's stop their insanity first, then settle the score with them.
Leave it to us now.
Let's go, you two. We've got to act fast. Miss Coralie, please take Adele to the ship.
Watch out, boss! What do you think you're doing, Coulter?
I thought all the annoying little hindrances had left, but I still couldn't get rid of you.
You mean this was all a trick? So that you'd be left alone with me? Coulter, are you with Romeu too? Oh.
Not quite, and that's because out of the entire...
You better stick close to me.
Romeu promised, but it was like you were glued. Romeu has lost his
Why?
Only someone... You never saw the heyday of Spina di Rosula, but I saw it all, and it was all Clementine.
So the shock and grief...
Now you're catching up. Did you know? Down there in that blasted fortress, I spent a long time thinking about what happened back then because of the years passed by. But then he died, and it was because of you again, Navia. It's always because of you. I once loved this.
Don't listen to him, boss!
Have you ever considered that? Maybe
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably... But... Is that...
Shut your mouth! I don't know how to explain it, but I like her, and that's that!
I'm sure Mr. Malus would be... You've somehow managed to pin the blame for every mistake and tragedy in our history on the boss herself!
Get out of the way, Florent!
You're gonna have to, boss! There's no...
Maybe you think, but the love that I've... And even now... Feeling lucky? This one's got your name on it!
Hiya!
Umbrella warfare, I guess! Fire! Well, with rocks. Umbrella warfare, I guess! Ha! Ha! Umbrella warfare, I guess! If you find any of... I can't allow my...
Got it, boss. I'm on it. Are you okay, Navia?
I don't know. But I...
Let's hurry up there! We have to protect the Clement... If they're gonna blow up the waterway, they must have planted... Committed to memory!
Advance!
Allow me!
Gloves off!
Hold the line! Hey! Allow me!
Look alive!
Charge!
Let's move out. Yeah!
Ah! Cha!
They certainly brought a lot of muscle. They're really slowing us down. But if we're meeting resistance, we must be heading in the right direction.
Everyone on me! Come on!
Hold the line! Covenant of the Deep! Ha! Sharing my knowledge. I see everything.
You're dead meat!
These must be the explosives, right? And this is the control mechanism. Oh, Paimon's too scared to touch any of this stuff. Huh? There's a strangely shaped hole here. Oh, that certainly sounds possible. Okay, you take this side, Paimon will take the... Oh, you found it! That's amazing! That should do it, right? Navi and Florent should be able to... Oh, you're right! They're gonna bury Poisson!
Great work, partner. Just leave the rest to me.
Watch out, Navia! You can't block them all!
Block. I'm doing this the Spina way.
I heard from Thierry that...
I have nothing more to say to them, regardless of whether their hatred and anger towards me or the Spina was justified. Anyone who's willing to endanger innocent civilians is no longer sane enough to even be worth trying to talk to. Please, prosecute...
Sounds good. We're very appreciative of your help. Without it, All right, this operation is a wrap. Take...
We won, Navia! We saved everyone!
Yeah. Luckily, we were just in time.
But you usually glow up whenever other people compliment you.
Boss, we managed to catch all the infiltrators. Seems like Romeo...
Got it. Coulter, I can understand how you feel. I am not callous, but I will spend more of so that one day.
I know what you're trying to say. Mister, there are too many things.
Henceforth, you are. But once you're discharged from the.
Thank you.
As I thought. Boss really is a kind and gentle person.
She is also. Thank you for protecting the Clementine. I was actually. If I'd lost the Clementine line too, a name is a way to etch a memory onto the world. Losing the line that bears her name, that I can. Seeing it still.
What happened while we were...
Just give her some time.
Traveler, I want to ask, do you really see me as your partner?
Of course.
That's good then. Hearing that, it brings...
How do you feel now?
I feel quite a bit better. But sorry, partner. I used to think that Coulter mentioned. Do you think...
Don't think like that now, no matter what others...
Well, since it's ended up like this, there's something...
Florent, I hope you can understand.
Don't worry. This...
Why is everyone gathered here? And what's...
This was supposed to be a gift to you from everyone in the town. We were originally planning to show it to you once it was finished, but special time... Well, if you're ready, I'll unveil the...
Papa, Mother, and me.
We designed the look for Miss Clementine based on old camera records, as well as personal recollections from...
Wow!
It is indeed. We only asked Boss...
How could we only have
Even though Bob...
We wanted to commemorate...
I don't know what's...
With Navia around.
We are gathered here today that we support you...
That's what we believe as well!
Thank you so much. This really is quite the... I never thought that I'd have the chance to stand next to my mother. Not even in my wildest dreams.
Fortress of Meripede would be super scary. But looking back on it, it really wasn't that bad at all. You've got a set schedule, guaranteed food and board, and you can even buy all kinds of stuff with credit coupons. It's really no surprise that many people don't even want to leave. Oh, you mean Risley? He does look kind of intimidating. He's actually pretty easy to talk to once you've had a conversation or two with him. Paimon wonders how he's like with the people here. Do they also get the same guy we do, or is he a lot harsher with the bad guy? Yeah, he must be doing something right to maintain order here, while not making everything feel super oppressive.
Excuse me, did I hear someone there? Could you please do me a favor?
Huh?
Excuse me, is someone passing by?
Nope, Paimon wasn't dreaming. There's someone over there for sure. But Paimon doesn't see anyone.
Oh, did you hear my call? Thank you.
Why are you hiding in here anyway? If we hadn't happened to pass...
It's a bit complicated. Can we not talk about that for now?
Whoa, that's terrible.
No!
Just your... Wait, Paimon gets it! Something must have happened to your hair! Sorry. You just need your hat, right?
I think it's a soft and brown hat with a bit of a brim. Nothing fancy. I think I probably lost it near the entrance elevator. It was getting a bit hot, so I took it off and had a quick nap. But when I came to, it was gone. It's really important to...
Don't worry, we'll be back! Paimon doesn't see anything here. Let's go somewhere else. Just where is that thing? Oh, this is taking longer than Paimon. Nothing in the water. Oh, we've looked everywhere. That's a good idea. Why don't we check out the Rag and Bone Shop? If memory serves, they got all kinds of stuff in there. Huh? How did you know what? Oh, this is bad. Well, either way, let's go. Paimon doesn't remember you being the boss.
Well, I'm just standing in for Mr. Alvar while he's off his... Now, just wait a sec. A blonde foot. Oh, you must be the legendary
No!
Sorry, I never thought I'd get the chance to see you with my own... I hope you find it in your magnanimous hearts to forgive my discourtesy. I'm just a nobody, after all.
There's no need to put yourself down like that. Paimon's...
Why, your heroic actions at Araneus have long made their way to the Fortress of Meripede. We heard that you were personally received by His Grace when you made your way down here, you know. You were the envy of all. And you're one of His Grace's favorite people, so... Well, I'd figure you'd appreciate honesty over flattery. After all, I also only joined up here because I'd heard Mr. Alvar was a good friend of the Duke. And though I've only caught scant sight of His Grace since then, as fate would have it, I've become fast friends with Mr. Alvar himself. I mean, we've all got agendas, but rather than trying to force something to be true, it's...
Oh, so now you're trying to kiss up to us.
Well, I did mean it when I called you legends, and it is indeed an honor to meet the two of you. Oh, enough of that. Is there something you're looking for? No problem. Hey, feel free to check out anything you want. The credit coupon...
Wait, but that's...
Well, it's not like I'm getting paid. Life's been pretty good recently, so I might as well just waive your bill.
All right. Paimon will take a look.
Are you sure you don't want more? These opportunities don't come by.
It's alright, 2 will do. It just doesn't feel the same if the owner's offering everything to you for free. But anyway, we don't need to get into that right now. We can discuss Pymonology later. That poor guy must still be waiting for us. Thank you so much. We'll be off then.
No problem, and thank you for your patronage.
That's a real sneaky way of getting good reviews. We've been gone a while.
Follow my lead.
You can come out, Nip.
You did? Oh!
Wait, so you're not actually bald?
I mean, I told you that there had been a misunderstanding. Wait,
Well, we got you a new one. We tried really
I see! Thank you so much. I'm really grateful, but unfortunately...
Does it have some kind of sense?
But, sorry, I can't...
If you're looking for a hat, I just picked one up over.
Your Grace!
Oh, hey, Risley! It's been...
Well, it's a slow day today, so I decided to go for a little stroll. Even if your workspace isn't cramped, it's still good to get some air. I'll say I'm not at all surprised to find the two of you here. You never could turn down someone's request for help.
It's what good adventurers do, after all.
Is that so? Maybe I should consider asking the Adventurers Guild to open a branch here. As I recall, these hats are very important to members of the Beret Society. You might not have the same luck next time.
Understood. Then I'll be off.
What a strange guy. Oh, and has he done something wrong? When he saw you, it was as if he'd seen a ghost.
Oh, not at all. In fact, members of the Beret Society are model prisoners. They work hard and never get into trouble. They've saved me a lot of work, in fact. As for him, I'd guess he's just more of an introvert. It's not unusual for the more shy prisoners to freak out when I show up unannounced.
Huh? Shy? There are prisoners who are afraid to talk to people?
Prisoners are still people, after all. There are as many crimes and motives as there are stars in the sky. The idea of the criminal as a selfish, heartless brute is just a stereotype. Such labels could never capture the complexity of even a single individual person. What kind of a person a prisoner may be and why they've committed a crime, we'd never know these things if they don't share their story with us.
Huh. You've got a point. Anyway, it's all good as long as it makes sense to you.
Although most of the societies here will just turn individual brawls into mass ones, the Beret Society does appear to be an exception.